Let's be honest, shopping is a part of our everyday lives, and who wouldn't love getting rewards and cash back every time you spend money on everyday purchases? Plus, giving back to your favorite charity each time you did? Introducing GivBux. It's the all-new, free, invite-only lifestyle app designed for everyone that loves to shop, share, and give. Everyone can benefit from using GivBux. You can now shop at over 100,000 nationwide participating locations, including restaurant, retail stores, grocery, entertainment, wellness, and even more. Every time you use GivBux, you'll earn real cash back along with giving back to your favorite charity. Download the app today, available on iOS and Google Play for free. Make sure you have your personal invite code. Shop, share, and give. And when you share your code, you and everyone you share your code with gets rewarded. Join the largest growing community of givers worldwide. GivBux, where it pays to give.
Hey guys, I got a really, really cool tool that I want to bring to you guys. It's called GivBux. It's an app on your phone, totally free to download and use. So there's really no risk at all because it doesn't cost you a penny to become a user of this app. So let me show you how this thing works. And I'll take you through a couple of these slides and really show you the income potential that you can make. Because again, the beauty of this thing is you're not really changing any buying habits. You're simply doing what you would normally do anyway, right? Grab an Uber, shop for, flights online, go to Amazon and shop for what you shop for, go to McDonald's, CVS, Walmart, et cetera, et cetera. But you're using the app to pay so that you can get rewards, okay? Not only are you going to get rewards on yourself, but if you share this, and how easy is it to share it? Because it doesn't cost anybody anything. If you share it with other people, you can actually get a kickback or an override on cash back that they get, right? So I'm going to show you how this works. It'll make sense once I show you the slide and I pull out a calculator here to crunch the numbers for you. But yeah, let me give you a quick little disclaimer here. I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. If you do decide to do anything in the business world, whether it be an online business, an offline business, do your own research so you know what you're getting into. And of course, results will vary. There are no guarantees in anything because this is business, right? So again, results will vary. So that being said, let me take you through some of these bullet points real quick, and then I'll just fly through some of these slides. But this is a really cool tool, guys. So GivBux, it's 100% free, which means there's no risk whatsoever. Unfortunately, for those of you guys that are not in the US, it's not available. It's US only. So if you are outside of the US, this video is probably not for you, unless you know people that are in the US and you want to refer them to this, I guess. But the app itself has been out for 7 years. They've done a lot of R&D, a lot of testing. They just did a relaunch July 7th, so about a month ago. So you're seeing this really, really early, right? It's a super app. I don't know if you're familiar with that term. I wasn't familiar with that term either. But apparently in Asia, super apps are extremely popular, right? It's a huge, huge business in Asia. WeChat, right? Some of you guys may have heard of WeChat, right? That's probably the best example that comes to mind, where you have an app that does multiple things, right? Typically out here in the West, you have an app for food delivery, then you have an app for banking, then you have an app for social media, then you have a separate app for whatever, right? Well, with a super app, you can do multiple things with the one app, and you don't have to worry about, having, all these different apps open. You just do everything through one app. This is the first super app in America. And again, it's pretty powerful. So it can do a couple of things. We're going to focus on the cash back aspect of it. Okay. I know they're going to be, in the next rollout, they're going to be giving you the ability to do video calls and that sort of thing. You can already do peer-to-peer, sending people money peer-to-peer. There's a lot of things you can do with it already, but the next iteration of it, you can do video calls. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it. But again, we're going to focus on the cashback aspect. Okay. So again, the cool thing about it, as I mentioned before, is you're not changing any buying habits. You're not doing anything different. You're not buying anything. You're not spending money on anything. You're simply downloading a free app and you're going to do whatever it is that you normally do. So it says, why not get rewards on things you're going to do anyway? For example, you're going to go to Walmart. Whether you get involved with this or not, you're going to go to Walmart, you're going to go to CVS, you're going to go to McDonald's, Burger King, 7-Eleven, buy movie tickets, buy airline tickets. Regardless if you get involved with GivBucks or not, you're going to do all this anyway, right? You're going to shop on Amazon, you're going to get an Uber, you're going to order food from Uber Eats, you're going to get gas for your car. These are things that you're going to do regardless. Why not earn rewards for things that you're going to do anyway, right? So again, it's totally free. Just so you know, there is an optional affiliate opportunity to it. We're not going to even talk about that in this video. We're just going to focus on being a regular user, right? Someone who just downloads the app for free and just maybe share, either uses it and or shares it with other people. So again, what you're going to see in this video, not going to cost you a penny. So let's fly through this. I'm not going to go through all of these slides. I'm going to maybe focus on a couple that I think are important because I really want to show you the income potential here. So GivBux, says here, super apps are the wave of the future, as I mentioned. Typically, you have different apps for social media, banking, food delivery, shopping, right? I just mentioned that. Now you're going to have one app. It's going to do all of that, right? And that's, again, it's very, very popular in Asia. There's a couple of them. There's Alipay, there's WeChat, there's a couple of them. But in Asia, super chats are huge, right? Not super chats, super apps, right? So it says you're welcome to the GivBucks super app. More convenient, portable. It's already accepted at over 100,000 locations in the U.S. You can earn up to 2% cashback rewards on, your personal purchases, plus 3 levels of friends and family, right? You can earn rewards when they use the app, do whatever they're normally going to do anyway. They get cash back. You can get quote unquote override on those cash back, right? And then also in addition to that, you also give to a charity, right? So it's mandatory that you give at least 1% of your earnings to a charity of your choice. And the cool thing is they have that set up on the app. Okay, so again, you can choose the charity of your choice, the organization of your choice, and as you earn, these cashback rewards and overrides and whatnot, you'll automatically be giving to some of these organizations and charities. So there's 125 already in the back office, and they're adding more, right, on the app. There's a Salvation Army, right? Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Patriots and Paws, Good Samaritan Ministries. There's a bunch of them back there. Of course, if there's one that you particularly like that's not in there, we can get that added for you, right? So not only you, but other people in the community can also maybe, donate to that charity, right? Here are just some others, right? There's a whole bunch, right? Once you download the app and log in, you'll be able to see all of the different charities that you can choose from. So this is a video here. We're not even going to go through here. It's a video by the Wall Street Journal where they talked about the future of apps and super apps, and really, really powerful. I'll probably download that and post it inside of my Telegram, right? But here are some of the different companies, right, that you can go to and use GivBux, right? And these are all, there's 100,000 companies that you're able to use the app with. These are just some. These are very familiar, right? Old Navy, you probably heard of, Forever 21, Ruth Chris, Maggiano's Little Italy, IHOP, Grubhub, Uber, right? Uber Eats, obviously, right? Jersey Mike's, AMC, right? Movie theater, Home Depot, Lowe's, California Pizza, Nike, CVS, Amazon, right? Anybody shop at Amazon here, right? Of course, right? There isn't a week that goes by where we don't get 3 or 4 packages. I mean, just crazy with Amazon, right? Now you can actually just use your app to pay for stuff, and you're getting rewards, right? H&M, Adidas, Auntie Anne's, the list goes on and on. Carvel, right? Cinnabon, just a bunch, right? So again, as you go through your normal routine, right? You go through life and you get gas, you stop at a Starbucks, you go get lunch, you take your kids out, take your wife out, you shop, you just do your normal stuff. Again, you just use the app to pay for stuff, and you can get rewards, right? And that's how simple it is. So uh, these are just merchants, right? We'll talk about that on another one. Here's a good slide here. Okay, this is how you get started. Very simple. You download the app from the App Store, right? GivBux, and once you start going through the registration process, it'll ask you for an invitation code. The person who invited you, you're going to want to put their invite code here. You're going to want to type it out, right? If you want to use my invite code is in the description box of this video. You just type it in and you sign up, right? Again, it's going to ask you for some basic information, right? You sign up, create your account, and then while you're creating your account, it's going to ask you to create your invite code. So you create your invite code, whatever username you want to use. That way, when you're sharing the app, you can just tell people, "Hey, put this in the invite code section," and they can put it in there, right? And then once you have your account set up, it'll ask you to select a charity, and then ultimately it's going to ask you to add money, right? Because obviously you're going to need money in your app so you can spend, right? So, because of course you can't spend air, you can't go to a store or get on Amazon and spend nothing, right? So you want to add some funds. 25, test it out with $25, maybe $50, test it out and see if you like it. But there's a couple of ways you can add funds to the account. There's Venmo. You can also use Zelle. You can even walk into a bank and do a direct deposit. Probably the simplest way to do it is just to use your credit card or debit card. You go in there and literally within 5 seconds, you refresh and you'll see your funds in your, right on your screen, right? So that's what I did. I used my card and loaded it up. And, again, instantly you saw the funds right there. So that's how you would get up and running. And then, again, you can just go shop and do what you need to do. Um, how do you use GivBux? Again, download it, install it, load it up with some funds. If you want to purchase something, right, you simply go to the merchant section and you select merchant. Okay. For example, in this example, they give let's say you're going to Amazon, you choose Amazon, and then here, instead of when you check out on Amazon, instead of using a credit card or debit card, you choose the option to pay with a gift card. And then when you go to the app and put in the total that you need to pay, the app will actually create a gift card for you. And then all you got to do is go in here. You see this, it's too small. You might not be able to see this, but there's a couple of numbers here underneath the barcode. That's what you would put in instead of your credit card or debit card. You choose the option for gift card, you put in these numbers and you pay. That's how simple it is, right? Um, if you were to use this, let's say at Applebee's, right? Let's say you go to Applebee's and the bill is X amount of dollars. You just come into your app, choose Applebee's, type in how much the bill is, $100 or whatever it is. Add the tip if you want to, and then it'll create a gift card like this as well. But because you're at a brick and mortar location, all you do is you tap your phone, right? They can actually zap this barcode right here and they make the payment like that. So whether you're shopping online, whether you're in a face-to-face experience where you're at a brick and mortar restaurant or store or what have you, you just put the information in and you can either use the numbers underneath the barcode or you can actually tap the actual barcode and that's it. You get rewards that way, right? So again, use GivBucks for everyday purchases, right? Let's say you go to Staples, right? Like I said before, you go to a brick and mortar place, all you do is you put the total, right, that you owe on the app, you select the merchant, and then you just scan the barcode, right? You have the cashier scan the barcode and you're good to go. If you're doing it online, when you do a checkout, instead of using your credit card or debit card, you choose gift card. The app will create a gift card for you. You take those numbers that are underneath the barcode, you put it in there, complete the purchase, and you're good to go. Very simple, right? How do you invite people, right? Let's say you are excited about sharing this because again, you're not only earning cash back on your purchases, but if you share this with people, you can actually earn a little bit of a cash back, quote unquote, override as they use the app. So again, very simple. There's a couple of ways you can share with people. You can, send it via email, right? Here they're giving you a way to do it where you're, downloading your contacts. Another simple way to do it is just get your username, right? Your invite code that you created and send that to people. Say, look, when you download the app, put in my invite code, right? Or my username. Um, and you that way you'll be connected to me and you'll be good to go. So again, very simple, right? Again, I'll leave my invite code, my username down below. It's Crypto Jamie, and you can use it when you download the app and you want to check this out. All right. So here's, as we wrap up, check this out. This is the rewards plan. Okay. Now don't worry about, there's 4 columns here, right? Don't even look at the affiliate, right? These three affiliate columns. Don't even look at that, right? Because remember I said there was an optional affiliate opportunity. We're not talking about that on this video. We'll talk about that on another video. All we're talking about here is the free opportunity. So with the free opportunity, which is all users, you'll earn 2% cash back on your personal purchases on your first level or anyone you share the app with, right? Your directs, if you want to call them that, you're going to get 0.5% cash back, right? On your D2, which is your second level, you're going to get 0.5% as well. And then on D3, on your third level, you can earn 1% cash back. So on three levels, right? You're a free member, didn't pay for anything, you just downloaded the app and you shared it with other people. You're going to get paid on your personal purchases, cash back, and three levels, right? Again, 2% on your personal purchases, 0.5% on your first level and second level, and then 1% on your third level. So let's just say, right? Let's say you share this with 10 people. You share it with 10 people, right? How easy is it to share? It doesn't cost anybody anything. I mean, do you know anyone that shops? Do you know anyone that orders Uber? Do you know anyone that goes to CVS? Do you know anyone that goes to 7-Eleven, McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, gets gas for their car? I mean, do you know anybody, right, that just goes about their life and pays for stuff? Of course, everyone, right? This doesn't cost them anything. So you can share this with 10 people. Let's say you share it with 10 people, and let's say those 10 people, right, for the sake of this example, I got to show you something. Let's say those 10 people share it with 10 people as well, right? And then let's say those people share it with 10 people as well. So 10, you introduce it to 10. So 10 who get 10 who get 10 on three levels. You have a let me see here. 10 who get 10, right? That's 100 people on your second level, and then they get 10. So that's 1,000 people, right? So 10 who get 10 who get 10. That's 1,000 people on your third level. Plus you have the 100 people on your second level, plus the 10 that you brought. So really it's 100 plus, I mean, excuse me, 1,000 on your third level, plus the 100 on your second level, plus the 10 that you initially brought in. So you have 1,110 people in your team, right? Not overnight, over time, right? Again, it's a free app. Let's say it takes you a couple of months to do this, right? But let's say everyone on your everyone that's connected to you, right? Everyone that's linked to your code, to your username, right? Let's say all they're doing is they're spending $500 a month, right? They're spending $500 a month. I'm going to show you a video of an actual user using the app at Buffalo Wild Wings. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you that. He takes his family out for dinner. They spend $130 on a dinner. That's one dinner, right? If you go out to dinner once a week, you're spending $500 easily just on dinner for the month. That's not counting Uber Eats, gas for your car, shopping, et cetera, right? So easily people could spend 1,000, 1,500, $2,000. Just in our household alone, we probably spend $1,000 a month on Amazon, right? Because there's always something that we need to buy, right? There's always something that needs to get bought. So easily people can spend 500. That's actually a low ball number, right? So if 1,110 people spend $500 a month, that's $555,000 being spent through those three levels, people shopping, right? Now you get 1% on your third level, right? You get 0.5% on your first level, 0.5% on your second level, 1% on your third level. Let's not even look at 1%. Let's even lowball it even more. And let's just say you get 0.5% on all three levels, just for simplicity's sake, right? Mind you, you're getting 1% on your third level, but let's just say you're getting 0.5% on all three levels. Well, 555,000 times 0.5%, that's $2,775 a month in passive income, right? Because again, you're not taking these people to the store and looking over their shoulder as they eat and pay their bill. You're not you're not over their shoulder as they're on Amazon shopping. You're not with them as they put gas in their car. You're going about your business, and these people are going about their business. You're living your life, they're living their life. They're spending. You're getting $2,775 a month, in the app that you can spend on whatever it is that you want to spend, right? Again, this is on a free app, right? This is on a free app. Well, let's do another example, okay? Remember, it was 1,110 people that you had on your 3 levels. What if instead of 500, we put 1,000? Because that's a little bit more realistic, right? Of what people spend on. Some people might spend a little bit less, some people might spend a little bit more, but let's just say on average it's 1,000. Well, on 3 levels, you have $1.1 million being spent on, expenses, whatever it is that they spend money on, and let's say you get 0.5% of that. That's $5,550, right? A month. Now, again, we're lowballing it because you're really getting 1% on your 3rd level, right? We're just using 0.5%. That's $5,550 a month, right? Let's say we times that by 12. That's $66,000 a year you're making passively on people just, living their life and just using the app, doing what they do, what they would normally do anyway. And this is a free opportunity, right? Free opportunity. Now, am I saying that there's a guarantee that you're going to make this? Of course not, right? My little disclaimer is there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee in anything. This is business, right? We don't know what people are going to spend. You might make less, you might make more. I don't know, right? But just if you just crunch the numbers and look at the possibilities, right, the potential of what you can do with this, it's pretty astounding, right? So yeah, very, very powerful. This is a free opportunity here. You get paid 3 levels worth of cash back. And I mean, people that are active affiliates, they actually get paid 7 levels, right? I mean, the numbers are staggering, right? So yeah, this is a cool little app you can download. Again, go to the App Store, download it, and then load it up and play around with it. I mean, it's really, really powerful. There are 2 Zooms a week that these guys do. I'm going to put the information in our Telegram as soon as we get it. But on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings, they do Zooms every single week. So if you want to plug in and see live how this works and a live presentation and how to walk through the app and all that stuff, plug into those Zooms. It's going to be tremendous value. So we'll be talking more about this as we move forward, but I did want to introduce it here. Again, it's a free opportunity. Those of you guys that want to participate on the affiliate side, we can have a conversation later. I'll do a video on that later. But again, everything that you've seen on this video does not cost a thing, right? So check out this awesome video. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.
So we took our daughter and our grandkids out to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight. And just by eating dinner, we were able to fund our favorite charity.
All right, it's date night. Look who's with us on date night.
It didn't cost us any extra. See, we found this super app called GivBux that's partnered with all of these amazing merchants. And simply by using the app to pay,
thank you very much.
when the bill came, we opened up our app, entered the amount
All right, what's it asking you for?
into the app,
Asking me to
Put the tip,
enter the exact
paid the cashier,
amount, and then add the tip.
and our favorite charity of choice also got paid.
0.85.
It was that simple, and it didn't cost us any extra for dinner.
702.
Okay, keep that on. You guys enjoy
The family
that
was
meal?
happy.
You all got paid for it.
Our charity got paid. Turned out to be a great date night.
Right, Onyx? Huh? Look at Grandpappy. You guys are all going to be famous. Daisy! Daisy! Daisy!